Bienvenido, welcome, I'm Oni Boi, your favorite hobby tourist. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. You know, I love starting every single day, doing my dailies, and I get them out. You know, I wake up early. Well, lately I haven't actually been doing this one. Usually I'll wake up early, work a little bit, but I've been doing like the opposite where I'm like working late. But either way, I'm doing like, I wake up early, make some breakfast, usually run a few errands, and then I get to hang out with you guys, which is always a highlight for me. You know, and I want to see those 3 emojis, okay? This is not just for anyone who's here. If you watch this later, you're allowed to play along too. I want to see those 3 emojis. 1, 2, 3 emojis describing how your day has been. Maybe something you're really excited about. Maybe summer started already for you, you know? Like something you're going to be doing. But I want to see those. And hello, OG Mr. Ghost Story MS4E. Glad to have you guys in with me, hanging out. How are you guys? Let's see, OG Mr. Ghost with the school, doing like maybe some schoolwork. I don't know what the shirt could be. Are you designing like a shirt? Wait, are you designing a shirt for school? That'd be sick. That'd actually be really cool. Hey, Story, how's your day going? And I did see that MS4E was here earlier. I mean, maybe you're just like lurking, which is all good. If you're lurking, it's all good. Starry doing some art. Nice. I mean, that's my guess. Hey, Elliot. Hope you're having a wonderful day, Elliot. Today, we're going to continue. I mean, today, for sure, we're finishing this. Okay? We're finishing this. Tomorrow will be a dev day. I think, like, we're going to lock in today. You know, it's just one of those. I was like, man, I feel like we're not... I feel like I'm going like super slow on this one, you know what I mean? But it's all good. It's just like this last week, I said I was super like distracted and stuff, so I was just like very chatty and I didn't really do much, you know? But I feel like today is a good day for working on the doodles. I have signed t-shirts at school for the end of the... Oh, nice. I remember that. I do remember doing those. Bingo's done that too at her school. But I remember doing it when I was a kid. Story, I'm going to a wedding tomorrow, and I might not be in the stream tomorrow, unfortunately. No. Story, you enjoy the wedding. Have so much fun. Last wedding I went to, wasn't even that long. It was in October. I went to my sister's wedding, and it was so fun. We had so much fun. I actually officiated. That's like the person who does the vows and stuff. But yeah, it was very fun. Hey, Zbot, welcome in. I'm thinking of posting it on my Discord. Well, if you want, Mr. Ghost, you know, you should. I think it's something fun. You know, just don't like dox anybody. You know what I mean, Mr. Ghost? But no, I think it's fun. Sharing like those fun things. I remember doing that in school too. We would get like a white shirt and we were like, hey, like write your name on it, and we'd like do like pretty much everyone in the class. I don't think I ever kept those. I'm being honest. Like, it was like a fun thing, but I never kept it. I feel bad. I feel like I wish I would have kept one of those things. Zbot, sadly, the job thing this morning had to be canceled. Oh, account of the weather. Okay. And Star, it's just extremely hot in Philippines. No, they're so hot in the Venus. Okay. I get you. I mean, hopefully it's fun though. You know what I mean, Star? Hopefully you have fun. But yeah, if it is like extremely hot, that is kind of a bummer. I mean, usually when you go to like those super hot places, you want to have like that super baggy, like silk clothing. It's so much better. MS4E, I'm back. Sorry, look, I was getting into the truck because today's the day I'm going to the Florida. Ooh, very nice. Congrats. You're on the end of your journey. That when we moved, ours was a long journey. Being honest, MS4E, we drove from Burbank, which is California. So we drove from LA area all the way across to the Florida. That was a long drive, and I was the only driver. It was very fun though. I had a good time. Besides, still got to go see. So, but yeah, have a wonderful day, Zbot. Yeah, I know, MS4. It was a long drive. It was. But I enjoyed myself. I had a lot of fun. What are we doing? We're doing the flats. Okay. That's what I was like, what am I doing? I know I'm doing something. Okay, I think we finished her. No, we did not. Almost. I just realized we need to do the blend. So this would be for sure gray. It's gray, 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 gray. And then I want to blend it. I'm going to put it around just so we could see it. I'm going to do it around here. Oh no, actually I know what I'm going to do. Let's do this. And then I'm going to do that. And then we'll blend it. You know what I mean? Just so it's like a little blend. Oh no, well, it's blending the color and next to it. It's not actually blending what I want. Hold up. Oh, you know what? It's because I have it on blur. That's what I want is blend. That's not really what I wanted either. It's still the skin color, which is not at all what I want. Hold up. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do this. You know, I'm just gonna do like this thing. And then let's do oil. That's the one I want. There we go. And then now I'll blend it. Like actually blend it. It still doesn't look exactly how I want, but you know what I mean? I'm like looking at it. Ew. That does not look nice at all. I was like, that does not look nice at all. That blended with this thing. Whatever. Let's see what you have to say. Hey man, oh hey Flopix, welcome in. Sorry. I really want to visit like at least one state in America. I want to try those small but delicious restaurants. Which ones? Like which one are you going? Like, because I am a big fan of like food. Like I'm a little bit of a foodie. When I was in college, I went to school in San Francisco. So many little restaurants in San Francisco, at least back in the day. I don't know about anymore. I feel like San Francisco's changed so much from when I used to live there. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it anymore. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. Like last time I went, it was already felt very different. MS4E, by the way, though, I'm used to moving around so much, because I moved about 5 states. Then Florida is the 6th. Wow. What, well, no, I was going to ask, you know, I was about to ask, what kind of work does your parents do? Because you move so much, but no, actually, I'd rather not. I don't want to like invade your stuff. You know what I mean? But I'm curious because I had a friend like that. I had like actually more than one friend. I had like 2 or 3 friends that did that they grew up moving around a bunch. You know what I mean? I had like mainly most of them were army brats. I don't know if you know that reference. Army brats being like people who their parents are in like the military, so they move a lot because like for different stations or whatever. That's like the only people I could think of that move around that much. I moved around a lot as a kid, but like from house to house and like still in the same city. It wasn't like that. I wasn't like leaving different places. You know? Let's see. Select this. There we go. I'll like match it in a moment. There we go. There we go. I just want to get that down. And then we'll like blend it a little bit. No, that's you. And then Britt, welcome in. Good morning. It is morning for me. I didn't know it was morning for you. I thought it wasn't. You know, it is 11:27 a.m. Eastern time for me. So it is still in the morning. Probably after stream, when I'm done with the stream, I'll have like a lunch or something. Usually that's around the time I'll think about getting lunch or like having lunch, not getting lunch, making it usually. I'm like I said, I am like a foodie. I like going out. I like eating different food, but I rarely do. You know what I mean? I usually just like have food at home. You know, it's not like I'm against food. Like I love food. But it's just like when I think about it, a lot of places, at least nowadays, I'm like, hey, I can just make that at home. You know what I mean? All right, let me catch up with you. I know you guys are like still chatting. Sorry, Flopix is the house. I found out a trick for Shadow. Oh, what is it? Oh, the blend. Yes, I know. We're doing some blends. We're still doing the flats. How's your day? It's wonderful. You know, Britt, for me, this is such like a highlight like hanging out with you guys, like, you know, like doing some doodles. It's always a highlight for me. You know, like this is like very fun. That's why I've always mentioned, if this was my job, that would be like wonderful. If I got paid for this, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'd probably do way more. You know, like currently I am doing it. Like I am almost, I would say like I treat this like a job, because I am like, okay, this hour to this hour, I'm gonna do this. But if I was getting paid for this, I'd do it way longer. You know what I mean? Starry, that's so relatable though. The skin blending is with the parts, the blended parts. Yeah. And then I learned a shadowing trick. Ooh, what is your trick, Mr. Ghost? I want to know. And then MSE, yeah, it's, wait, and then Starry, it's like those restaurants you see in Ryan Trohan's videos. Oh, I don't know who Ryan Trohan is. What kind of, is he like a food like vlogger? You know what I'm talking about? Is it like one of those? And Mr. Ghost, you draw where you want the shadow and make it with the black, and then you make it black transparent. Oh no, see what I do, Mr. Ghost, because shadows in real life, they're not black. You know what I mean? So if you haven't noticed, I like using purple. I'll use like a dark purple instead. So I'll do like a dark purple or something. Okay, I'll show you just like a quick moment. So I'll do like this instead, just because I like it better. Like visually, it works a little better for me. So I'll do the purple, right? And then I'll do the lighting thing. That's like, sometimes I'll do that. You know, that's like an easy way of doing some shadows. Oh, it's the blur. The blur tool is the one I like the most. See? So it's like a nice, easy shadow. I like the purple just because my light, usually my lighting, the lighting I use is like a yellowish. I usually go for a yellowish, like a lighter yellow, because whatever your lighting is, because I rarely use white. I like white for like a little rim light, but I don't like it for my actual lighting, because real life white is very sterile. It's not very warm, so I like warmer colors when I'm doing it. So same thing if I wanted a cool light. Let's say I'm doing like a cool light, just like a mini class on lighting, right? So let's say I'm using this blue, right? I'm gonna use a blue. I go, let's use like this whitish blue. So this is my light, right? It's my light source. So this is the light. And then what would the shadow be? The opposite would be orange, right? For blue, the opposite would be orange. So I would go with like a grayish, you know, like a grayish orangey color for my shadow. So I go like this, you know, and then let's do a blend it, right? And it looks dirty right now, right? See? And then it gives like a different look to it. You know, like just because like it's the opposite. You ideally, if you want a cool light, then you want a warm shadow. And if you have a warm light, then you want you want to, like, if you have a cool light, you want a warm shadow. If you have a warm light, you want a cool shadow. It's very interesting. This it's like a color theory. It's very fun though. You know, that's where I've seen it in real life. Like if you put like black, like pitch black, and you get like this like a red light, you'll actually notice the shadow is green, which I think is so cool. Puck, it is 10:27 for me right now. Oh, okay. So morning or evening for you? The battle. Oh yeah. I was about to stream, but you're streaming, so I'm watching your stream. No, you could stream, Britt. Yeah, you do you. If you're gonna stream, go hang out, do your stuff. Yeah, I do remember the song you made. MS for 4E. But I was born in KS, then moved to GA, then moved to FL, then MO, then KS again, and then back to SA. Oh wow. So you're going like back and forth. Story, I love how my sprite in the stream is Mastodon. I don't know if that's the Pokemon's name, but I love each of us. Oh, okay, let me see. Which one are you? Oh, I think I see you. You are Don Fant, I believe. No, you're not Don Fant. Which are you? Where is it? I'm like looking for it. You know what I mean? I don't, which one's Starry? I don't see you, Starry. You are, is that you? Oh, you are Don fans. Okay, you're the little elephant. He is a YouTuber. I'm going to make a song for the later today. Oh, very cool. Remember the song? Yeah. Thank you so much, Puck. Oh, that is very kind of you. You're very kind. Yeah, I get you. I think it is Don fan. I'm probably gonna head off. So yeah, have a wonderful day, MS4E. I will be finishing this one today for sure. Even though I've been like yapping a little bit, but I am gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish this one. We don't have much left either way, you know what I mean? Because I'm looking at her, I think we got her flats, right? Yeah, we got all the flats on her. So next we go to, wait, this one, I keep forgetting. This one's Mary, this one's Callie, right? So I think Callie is next. Hey Elliot, you hanging out? How's your day going? You know, I mean, like for me, I was like running errands earlier. So like, you know, like this, I like doing that's why I call my dailies. You know, every day you always have those things you gotta do. You know, you get up, you do like exercise, you do, I don't know, you do errands, stuff like that. Oh, you watching movies? Very nice. And like, what particular movie? I love movies though. I'm like a huge movie buff. I haven't watched anything new in a while. Like I haven't like watched anything in theaters in like a quick minute, but I love the movie theaters. I love it. It's funny because my fiance and my daughter, I would say neither of them are big movie people. You know, they don't like the movies, going to the movie theaters. I love it. Which is like a little bit of a bummer, not gonna lie. Because I like, that is like one of like my pleasures. I love going to the movies. How is your day going? No, it's wonderful. I forgot the W in how. Nah, no worries, Buck. Mandel Dram. Wait, Mandel Dram. That does not sound familiar. Like not even a little bit. Mandel Dram, what is that? What kind of, what movie is it? Is it like a comedy, action, animated? Like what's the deal with that one? No. What do you mean? No? Okay, I was like, you lost me now. You lost me, Elliot. I have no clue what movie that is. But I love, like I said, there was a time, like I haven't done that in a long time, but I used to go at least, I'm not even joking, at least once a week. You know what my record is for going to the movies? It's actually really funny because I remember on my birthday, for one of my birthdays, somebody got me like a gift card for movie, like a gift card for movie tickets. And I went 8 times in the week. I actually went 8 times. Every day I saw a movie, and then I think I saw 2 movies on Saturday. Isn't that funny? Just because there were so many movies, and I was like, oh, I want to watch this movie, this movie. You know what? I got a gift card. I'm going to use it every day. So I literally went every day for a whole week. I loved it. It's kind of funny now that I think about it. Obviously, that was like I was a lot younger, so I was able to do that kind of stuff. You know? And it's like funny, you think like, oh, did you go with your friends? No, I just went by myself just because I wanted to go. I've always been a little odd in that sense, that a lot of times, like, I remember my sister's like, oh, you gonna go with someone? I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go by myself. I'm like, okay. It's like, yeah, like I don't need to go with anybody. Like, it is nice. It is nice to go with somebody, but like, it is one of those things that's like, oh, you know, I don't have to. Sorry, my brother loves movies, plays music. Weirdly enough, he hasn't seen anime or played games before. He loves books though. Man, Florian. Wait, Man Fuller Lane? I don't know what that is. That sounds interesting though. I'm gonna write it down just because you piqued my interest, Elliot. Because I want to check that out later. You know? Oh my god, Mandalorian. Oh my god. That is actually really funny. The Mandalorian. I was like, what? I was like, Mandalorian? I was like, no, Mandalorian. I have not seen the new one. I do have. Okay, yeah, I get you. The Mandalorian. I saw the show. I saw the first season. I started the second one, and to be honest, it wasn't for me. It felt like the same thing, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of done. You know, I don't know about the movie. Maybe the movie's good. I am not married, but I do have a fiance. We have a daughter. We have a daughter together. I would love to get married one day, but for now, we're not getting married. You know, 10 out of 10. You love the movie? Was it that good? Oh. I'll probably end up watching it when it comes out on like Disney Plus or something. You know what I mean? Just be like, low-key haven't watched The Mandalorian. Yeah, like I saw the show. Like I said, I saw the first season. I enjoyed it. The second season, I felt for me, it was a little too predictable. And I was like, okay, I got kind of like bored of it. And I was like, okay, if it's just gonna be this, I'm kind of checked out. You know what I mean? It's just like, for me, I feel like there's so many things that like if I watch like season 1, I'm a little more into like being more experimental. But like a season 2, I'm like, okay, you gotta like really lock in and catch my attention for me to keep watching a season 2. Because there's so many other things I'd rather watch, like new things. And then I was like, well, all right, it's the same thing. I'm out. It's like, sorry, I'm out. Same thing. I felt the same way with what's that show that everybody loves? Stranger Things. Same thing. I saw season 1. I was like, that's cool. Season 2, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of done. I'm checked out again. You know, it's one of those things. Like, obviously, I do watch shows that are longer. You know, I watched Game of Thrones. I remember that one. I saw all of it. Even if I didn't like 7 and 8, I did watch it because it felt different enough. Where I was like, okay, I don't know what direction they're going with this. But if I feel like I know what's going to happen, then I'm going to get bored. You know, I already know what's going to happen. I'm not going to watch this anymore. Have you seen Project Hail Mary? I have heard of it, but I haven't seen it. Because remember, Story, a lot of times, at least nowadays, a lot of times when I go to the movies is because I go with my daughter, Bingo. So she can't watch that kind of movie. So I would have to wait until it comes out on at home. I'd have to watch that one at home. Oh, you're so kind, Puck. But no, like, that's just how I feel about that kind of stuff. You know, a lot of movies I watch it with my daughter. When she gets older, I'll be able to watch those movies in theaters. You know, but at least where I'm at right now, like obviously I have friends, but like all my friends, my close friends, they live far, so I wouldn't be able to go to the movies with them either way. You know, and it's not like I don't have like pretty much like I said, the only people I go to the movies with is with my daughter, with my fiance. And I'm not gonna like just like leave my daughter to go watch a movie. You know what I mean? I'd rather spend time with her. That's just like how I am. Like, yes, I probably could go to the movies by myself. You know, my fiance probably would be like, yeah, just go by yourself. That's not a big deal. I actually do remember. Oh, you know what was the last time? I just remember I went by myself. I remember because my daughter was going to do a play date, right? She was going to do a play date. Bingo was going to do a play date. She was going to go hang out with her friends or something. So my fiance, she was the one that went. And then I decided to go to the movies, and I saw Solo Leveling the movie. I remember that right now. I saw Solo Leveling the movie. Yeah, because I was like, you know what, I'll go see what's at the movie theaters. And I was like, oh, sweet, they have Solo Leveling. I was like, cool. So I saw that. It was okay. It was, you know. Very strong winds for you, Squeaky Grenade. Ooh, hopefully be safe. My family left me at home to watch Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh, it's okay, sorry. I mean, being honest, I remember as a kid staying home alone all the time. You know? I remember, I think, how old was I? I want to say maybe, probably I wasn't that, like I wasn't that old, you know what I mean? I wasn't like that young. I was like 11. I was like about like 11 years old. I think it was like the first weekend I spent alone. You know what I mean? The like first weekend by myself, I was about 11. Then my parents went to visit a sibling of mine, one of my brothers. Deadpool and Wolverine is peak. Ah, that's fun. I think it's fun. I wouldn't say it's peak though. It is very much just like constant humor, but I wouldn't say it's like a peak movie though. You know? I think it's a fun popcorn movie. You know what I mean, Grenade? It's a popcorn movie. At least for me, it's a popcorn movie. I wouldn't say it's like a peak. Also, what I would consider a peak movie, probably you guys wouldn't even care about. You know what I mean? Like my favorite movies, now that we're talking about movies, my favorite movie, I have like a few movies. I have like a few movies that like really catch my attention when I'm thinking about it. Like first of all, I got Kung Fu Hustle. Love that movie. I think it's so funny. My fiance, right? She did not know I love that movie. Like she like when she put it, she was like, "Oh, look." I was like, "I haven't seen this since I was like a kid." And she put it on and I was like, "Oh my God, I love this movie." And she was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yes, I love this movie." And she thought it was so funny. She's like, "Dude, I remember watching this as a kid so much." So I saw that one. I haven't seen that one yet. I haven't seen The Goat yet. I'm not like a huge basketball fan, but I probably will. I'll watch it. It is on Netflix. Interstellar. Oh, I did see Interstellar. That was good. That was like, I remember watching that one. Another movie I love is Brothers Bloom. You guys are probably not gonna even know what that is. Brothers Bloom is like an artsy movie. It's one of those like artsy movies that about like two brothers that are con artists. It's very fun. I like it. They're just trying to con this lady that has like a bunch of money, but you find, well, I'm not gonna like ruin it if anyone actually decides to watch it. But like it's like a whole, she knows she's being conned, you know. Jumanji is my hot take for my favorite. Wait, which one? Which Jumanji story? Are you talking about the classic with Robin Williams? Are you talking about that one? Thunderbolts is okay. I feel like a lot of people said that they didn't like Thunderbolts, but I thought it was okay. I thought it was fine. I think I have seen it. You've seen it, Brothers Bloom? Oh, I love that movie. That is like not even joking. That is probably maybe my favorite above everybody. And maybe Superman. Superman's like, it's all right too. But you know, like Superman's okay too. It's not like a bad movie. Actually thinking about like he's like thinking back on Jumanji. Bingo's, I think probably one of her favorite actors is actually Robin Williams. I think he was so good. He was such an amazing actor back in the day. He really did do like everything, which is a lot of actors. Nothing wrong with being like a one type actor, you know what I mean? But being able to do like have a huge range is so impressive. You know, like Robin Williams, Tom Hanks. Those are some actors that could like do like a little bit of everything. Sorry, Jumanji 1, not the classic. Or some people call it Jumanji 2, but like some people confuse it, so I just say Jumanji 1, but not the classic. Okay, so not the original. No, I know, Starry. I know that they did nerf Bucky. So, okay, hot take. What do you guys think of Bucky and Falcon? I always thought, like, I understood it. I understood why, you know, Falcon became Captain America. That's kind of like in the show. Why he became it. But I still would have liked Bucky to be Captain America a little more. You know what I mean? I understood why they did it, but at the same time, I would have liked Bucky as captain. You know, also I don't know why they decided to, like, for Falcon, right? Or or Falcon Captain or whatever you're gonna call it. I don't know why they changed him. Like, they try to make him like more defensive, where he should have been more evasive. You know what I mean? They should have like kept his fighting style of flying around and just like kind of I don't know, like dodge tanking. I don't know if you've ever seen that in games. I mean, Falcon was all right. Can't really judge him. It's Bucky that's my problem, because he gets tossed around so much. Yeah, I know, right? No, but like the thing with Bucky, I feel like what's going on with Bucky is because he was a villain, Disney's very much afraid of making him Cap. You know what I mean? They're afraid of making him Captain America. They're like, well, it I get is like a redemption story, but I feel at the same time it's kind of difficult with Captain America because he's so iconic. Like, he is an icon of like an American icon of like, he's kind of like Superman in that sense. He's like Superman but weaker. He's like a weaker Superman. It's very difficult to write for him, I assume. Where Bucky, he's like this tormented character. So I do like it if he would become Captain America, but at the same time I understand why they don't do it. You know, they want this all-American Falcon, which works. It works. I'm not gonna lie, it's fine. But at the same time, I feel like they did him dirty. They did Falcon wrong. Where like I remember in the movie where he was just like he was stationed, he was like planted on the ground, blocking like attacks, and I was like, that's so lame. He should be moving around. He should not be Captain America. He's different. He's a different kind of Captain America. You know, it was just bad choreography, and it's like it didn't work. I feel like it should have been fine in the beginning, where if like he was trying to be Cap, but at the end they really should have changed it where he was moving around. I think people would have liked that way more. Yeah, I know. Like Iron Man was a big part. You know, like Iron Man really was a huge part of Marvel. Without Iron Man, like, well, all the Marvel movies are okay. You know what I mean? It's because it did this. It did this. Like, so I'll do like a quick. So pretty much this is how when movies, right? They go like this. They go, and then so you get this like little peak, right? And then it goes like this again. And it was like this, and then it went so high up, then they dropped like crazy below. That's what happened. So like this is like Endgame, you know, Endgame. Then everything after Endgame felt very like whatever. How goated his loadout would be. Imagine him flying down and using the shield to bash down enemies. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though, right? You could easily imagine that. Falcon, you know, Falcon flying around, you know, kind of like, the way I imagine it is like, imagine him as very much like an amazing support. No, that's what happened though, because it was too high. It got too much of a peak. So it did this, like I said, it got to a peak. Like usually this is how movies work. You get like this, you get the climax, boom, the climax, and then you get like the resolve. And then every movie goes up, and then like that, and then it got to like, you know, Endgame. It was so high up, then it dropped like crazy, because you couldn't compare the universe or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't compare the universe with anything else. It would make up for the super serum. Yeah, so I'm saying the flying around, doing like dodge tanking would have been really nice if they would have done that, but they just planted him on the ground as if he was Captain America. I'm like, no, you're Falcon Cap. You're different. You're allowed to be different. You don't have to do the same thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they pretty much are. They're just milking it at this point. It's not fun at this point. Like, whenever I see a Marvel thing, I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it when it's on TV. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I don't really care enough to actually watch it. You know, like, I watch it more of like, okay, I've already watched everything else. Might as well just continue it. I'm curious what they're going to do with Doomsday, though. You know, because well, not I was about to say Iron Man's coming back, but kind of. I'm curious what they're gonna do with it. You know, since they're kind of bringing him back, Iron Man, in a weird way, but as Doomsday. I'm curious if he's gonna be one of the alternate reality ones, like the what if stories. If that's the direction they're going with it, I'm curious. So let's do this. There we go. There we go. Nice and easy. You know, I just realized I could just do this too. So I'm gonna do this, and then on this layer, do the middle bit. Because I realized it was like struggling to get the color or whatever. You know? So let's do the blend. There we go. Yeah, because it was blending weird before. Iron Heart. You do not get to brandish Iron Man. He built a cave with a... Oh, I know. It was... it was one of those things that a lot of people were not happy about that. A lot of people were not happy about that. It's just like, it's not the same. And you can't pretend it's the same. You know what I mean? You should have, like, I don't mind Ironheart as a character. I think it's cool. But you shouldn't try to replace a character. You can't say like, oh, you can't say an apple's an orange. You know what I mean? You could be like, oh yeah, like if you like oranges, you might like apples. You should do it in that sense. You know what I'm talking about? You can't be the same thing. Just do it your own way, but modified maybe a little more like you or the other one, you know? It's just bad writing. This is how they do it though. Whatever. I would love to see like if they would, well, it was the big issue, you know what it is? With those kind of movies, they write them in committees, you know? So like, yeah, you'll see a director. They're like, okay, here's the director. I don't know, James Gunn, whatever, right? And the thing is, it's like they have writers, which is like a huge team of writers, and they have this collective vision, which is so annoying. Instead of having one writer and having assistant writers, you know, it's just like no, it's like a group of people. They're like, no, we should do this, and it looks like a mess. She should carry the legacy, not replace. Exactly. Yes, 100%. But that's what happens though. It's like there's like a collective writing these stories, so it ends up being like whatever. They end up becoming a little blah, which is a bummer. I'm not gonna lie, it is a little bit of a bummer. Nice, look at this. They're looking so cute. Let's do the hat. The hat has like these little darker spots, which I'm gonna do right now. Yeah, right? So there's like little darker spots. There we go. I like it. I know, because it's a time restraint, or Disney properly restricts them. No, it is they restrict them. They do. Disney is very picky about how they do things. You know, they are very picky. I've actually spoken to a few people before that have worked with Disney, and they say, oh yeah, Disney is they can be very difficult, because they're like, no, you can't do this, you can't do that, stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that would be very frustrating to work with Disney, to be honest. They're very much like that. They're like, no, you can't do this, you gotta do, like, or whatever. They're very sensitive about certain things. And I've seen other people mention it too, other than people I've met. You know, they're like, oh yeah, Disney is difficult. Like I think it's like they have such a legacy that they're afraid of like messing up with anything. They're like, nope, we can't do that. Nope, it's not okay. You know, they have like that kind of mentality. Okay, I gotta do this. Grab some skin. Walt Disney would generally cry singing with the Golden Company. Oh, I know. Hey, Elliot. But yeah, like I was gonna say, I know what you mean. Walt Disney, well, because like Walt Disney was an eccentric, you know, he was one of those like very eccentric people. So he had like a vision. Did you know, I don't know if a lot of people don't know this, there's like a funny thing. Did you know that Walt Disney, he imagined that Disneyland would have homes on the outside, and the people who lived in these homes would be able to go to the park for free? Did you know this? Well, Disney has been messed up a lot no, I know. Well, that's what I'm saying, because the collective stuff. Because that's the thing, because like what will happen, one person, I don't know like if you knew this, for example, I'm going to use like Encanto, for example, right? Apparently, I don't know if you guys seen the movie Encanto, but there were issues. There were issues with the movie, with the color of the characters, because a lot of people were like, well, no, you can't have these characters have like different colors. They wanted everyone to be like tan or something, but they're like, no, Latinos are, there's like, you know, black Latinos, there's like pinkish Latinos, there's like different wide variety. And they were very nervous about that, apparently. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I saw like the behind the scenes stuff. That they if you look at their color palettes, a lot of their color palettes were like these beige, like what color? Like they want like these colors, I feel like, well, can't even see it. They want like this color, right? They wanted like everybody be like around this color, but they're like, no, Latinos could be like a huge variety of colors. Like me, myself, I'm like a pinkish beige. And then like my dad is a lot darker than me. And I have cousins that are straight just black. I have like the black cousins. You know what I mean? Like Latinos are very varied. And that was like one of those things that they were kind of like, no, everyone should be around the same color. And it's like, that doesn't make sense. Not for Latinos. We're like so mixed, it doesn't matter. They're worried about the wrong things. They want to avoid hate. Yeah, right? Exactly. That's what happens though, that they're so like nervous about doing things that they end up making things that are not important. You know, they worry about these things that are not even important and like people don't even care about. But this is how it is, sadly. I mean, I get it. They don't want to get sued or whatever. They still get hate. Yeah, I know. They still do. It's normal. I mean, you're always going to get hate for whatever you do. People are going to hate something you do. I, like literally in my game, the game I'm working on, right? I barely have any people looking at my stuff yet, right? It's still very new. And I've gotten some hate things. I've gotten people like, that looks racist or something. I was doing, I don't know if you've seen my game, right, Starry? So in my game, I have these statues. I have these little statues. And in the game, like here, I'll do like a doodle, like a quick doodle, what the statues look like. So the statues, they look like this, or no, it's terrible. The statues have like this look to them, right? And they have like these little, I don't know if you've seen them. And they have like these little eyes like this or whatever. And then I gave them like a little mouth. They're like kind of like smiling or whatever. And then like people were telling me, because originally they're based off of Elewa, which is it's like a little totem, what's a deity specifically. But if you actually look at the original ones, their faces look like this because they're made with shells. They're all supposed to be shells. I don't know if you've ever seen a shell. Like they're like these specific shells that go like this. You know, like it's a shell that looks like this. I don't know if you've seen it. So originally I did this when I did the drop, because it was very much like, it was a little too close. It was like 1-for-1 of what an Elewa looks like. But people were saying that was super racist. And I was like, well, it's based off of a specific deity, but I could understand it. So I ended up changing it just because I was like, well, I don't really want people to think that it's racist, because like you have to pick your battles. You know what I mean, Starry? No, I know, because like I have like, okay, like I mentioned before, I have cousins. They have like, even actually my fiance, she has fuller lips. And like they were saying that it was like racist, you know, having the full lips. And I was like, my fiance has full lips. It's like, that's not, and she's not like dark skinned. She's darker, like slightly darker than me. But like, it's not a big deal having full lips. But whatever, I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, whatever, I'm not gonna like stress about it because I had multiple designs anyways. But I just thought it was like weird that people were saying that having full lips is racist. I was like, okay, whatever, guys. I was like, I'm not gonna stress about this. Like, it's not important. Like, it's not important, but I get it. I get it if you wanna take it there. So let's do the background. Actually, I'm gonna play with a little bit with the dresses. You know what I mean? Just like some color, like little differences. Like now that I look at them, they're kind of like bland. You know what I mean? So let's do that. It's okay. I don't need to listen to those guys. No, I know. Like I had multiple designs, you know, and I was asking people in like art communities, and I was saying which one do you guys like the most? And then a lot of people were saying the one with the full lips was racist. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not. That's not the intention. Like not even a little bit. But okay, good to know. No, actually, I don't like that. That looks weird. Oh, you know what? I'll grab this one. I'll grab like one of these, like purple, like the purple ones. Because I do want to add some, just for variety. You know what I mean? I just want like a little variety. The sparkle dress, yeah. Like I just want to like simulate it. You know what I mean? Like it's not like I'm like straight up. Oh, you know what? I have a brush. You never use these brushes, but I always forget. I have these like fancy brushes. You know what I mean? I have these fun brushes. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe not. That looks weird. No. These are like huge. Why is it so big? Yeah, no, I don't like these. Because I never use the brushes. Probably, you see why, right? You see why I never use the brushes? Right, I was like, I never use these brushes. I see why, I forgot. I don't use them. Ew. What is this? It's so weird. No, you know, forget it. I'm done messing with these. I was like, oh, I'll use one of these. No, I won't, because they're hideous. No, right? It's fine for something flat, not for on a person. You know what I mean? I was like, it's not it. I think I'm just gonna like add a few of these, like little. You know what I mean? Like I'll make my own pattern or whatever. Do like this, do like that. Just spread them around. You know, something like this, I'm thinking. It's like fine, like either way, and like we're gonna lighten it too. Something like that. I think that's okay. And then we'll do the same thing with hers. Remove that, and then let's go to select this one. And then we could do that. You know, just like I want like a little variety. That's like the whole point of it. But like that, whatever that was on the other one, I was like, no. This is like a background thing. I don't think it like actually works. Basic something. Yeah, right. Sometimes just being basic is fine. I remember the other day, my daughter was asking me, like favorite ice cream, right? Like she was just like messing around, but like she knows my favorite is vanilla, and she was like, "Well, why vanilla?" I was like, "Well, because I like vanilla. You could have it by itself. It's fine, but vanilla is so good to throw other stuff on it too. You know, sometimes like the basic stuff is the best stuff." So let's see. Let's go with the brown. The brown. Here we go. Let's do brown. I'm just gonna start coloring the brown. Actually, the chairs are green. That's actually like not the green, but like the seat and stuff are green. So I actually don't have to change that. That's actually why I did it green originally. He says like, oh, what is a major color for it? Mine's ubi or cookie and cream. Oh, nice. That's pretty nice. I like that. Yeah, because like I have to have the dairy-free stuff, so it's like usually coconuts now. When I was like younger, I was not allergic, but I remember like my favorite was like French vanilla. French vanilla is so good with like everything. You can literally put fruits on it. You can put chocolate on it. You could literally do anything with that. It's so good. My fiance, she's a big she's a chocolate fan when she does have sweet. She's not a big sweet person. No, I'm actually allergic. I'm not lactose intolerant. Like I'm actually allergic. Like I can't breathe. I'm that kind of allergic. You know, Starry? But it happened later in my life. When I was younger, I was fine. I would get like a little lactose intolerant, but I was still able to have milk. It wasn't that bad. Now I can't have anything with milk. You know what I mean? Now it's like, nope. Yeah, I have like actual allergies where I can't breathe. Which I remember once we had gotten Starbucks, right? And I ordered a drink, but with almond milk. And I was like, I got it, right? And I felt so sick. I felt so sick afterwards. And I realized what was wrong. What happened was that they actually put whipped cream. They put whipped cream on it and they removed it afterwards. So that was such a bad. Oh, I did. I had milk as a kid all the time. You know, it wasn't until I was a lot older when I actually started feeling the effects of being like lactose intolerant a little bit, where I get like stomach aches, but then like it would like got slowly worse and worse until I was like, I'm allergic now. Like, oh no, I'm allergic. I remember once, it was so funny, right? That my fiance, she got like one of those things like a bath, like a milk bath thing, right, for your skin. And I told her, I was like, well, but I'm allergic to milk. Do you think it'll be okay? She's like, well, but you're allergic to drinking it. I think you'll be fine for taking a bath, right? Nope. I took a bath with the milk and my body was just like all red all over. She was cracking up so much. It was pretty funny. You know, it was really funny. It got like so red, my body, from the milk. I was like, no, I'm allergic, I guess. Because at that point, I didn't know how allergic I was. I didn't go to the doctor to see how allergic I was. And I was like, oh, okay. I did do it like one of those DNA tests later to see, and it does say I'm allergic to milk, and then my DNA, I'm like, oh, I am. Interesting. It's kind of cool that they could tell you from DNA. Wait, what happened? I thought my caretaker was scolding me. She's sleeping talking. Oh, that's so funny. That is actually really funny. Actually, I'm a little bit. I'm not like a huge sleep talker, but I do sleep talk a little bit. Like, I remember once my sister was telling me that she like went into my room and she was like asking me if I was awake, and I was talking to her, but I was asleep. I was like asleep. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah, you were like talking. Like we were having a conversation. I was like, I don't remember that. I was like, okay, that's funny. Like I know I've been asleep before, actually with my daughter, that she like woke me up really late at night. And I did not remember any of that. My fiance was like, yeah, you took her to the bathroom and everything. And like, I was like, you remember that? I was like, no. I don't remember that. I was asleep. Apparently when I'm asleep, I'm still able to do things. I'm curious, like how, what would I say if I could talk to myself while I was asleep? You know what I mean? Like, am I the same? Is like sleepy version of me the same as the awake version? I think that's kind of like a funny concept. But who knows? But then it's kind of funny that your caretaker is asleep. Like a family member or just like a, or what? I'm just curious when you said caretaker. Because I'm assuming they're not your, are they your parents or not? Because I remember actually thinking about, yeah, a lot of time I was alone. When I was younger, a lot of time like I would just be alone. Yeah, like I when I really think about it, my daughter, it's funny, like she's like never alone. She's always with us. And like when I think of a comparison, a lot of time I was by myself as a kid. But well, you're technically related. Oh, okay. I get you. Ate quickly once. Quail eggs. My parents thought I was pollen making my neck itchy. They brush it off. Oh, really? How interesting. So you're allergic to quail eggs. Wait, it's like eggs in general or just quail eggs? You know? Like what is it? You know what I mean? Is it like quail eggs or is it just that is actually pretty interesting. But you guys are related. That's cool. You have a good relationship with this bird? Just quail eggs? Normals are fine? Oh, that is interesting. I have a friend of mine who's allergic to eggs, but I don't know if he's allergic to quail eggs. That would actually be an interesting thing to ask him. Because I never thought of that. I know he's like, oh, I'm allergic to eggs. I'm like, oh, okay. But that is interesting, being allergic to one particular type of egg. I wonder why. Do you know, or just like you just know that you can't have them? Okay, now locking with this one. And we're almost done with the flats. With the grays. Let's see, been my character for 18 years. Oh, okay. It's a long time. That's a long while. There we go. We got this. But that's cool though. Do you like your caretaker, or you're like, meh? You're like, not really, because like since you say like, well, you're technically related. I'm just curious now. It's quail eggs and any other eggs completely fine. No, that's so interesting though. Yeah, like so for me, I did try something with goat milk, and I didn't feel that bad. You know what I mean? So I know for me it's cow milk, specifically cow milk. I haven't tried any other milks. You know, okay, I didn't know this. I saw this like on the internet. I saw like, I was like a YouTuber or something, that they were in Dubai. I did not know people actually drink camel milk. Did you know that? I was like, you could drink camel milk? That's so interesting. At least I thought it was interesting. I don't know if you knew that, because I've never seen it before. You know, and it was just like when I was like, I don't know why. I know they're mammals. You could technically drink milk from any mammal, but it was just like one of those things. I was like, I would never imagine someone milking a camel. She's my bestie. I actually tease her for being taller. Oh, that's so fun. That's nice. I love that. That's good. So you have a very good relationship with them. Oh, okay, nice. That's very nice. I like that. Yeah, because like I remember when I was younger, I guess like I had like a few people who kind of like, you know, quotations, take care of me when I was very little. But like I wouldn't say that they were actually taking care of me. Like I didn't actually have a good relationship with them. But that's wonderful that you have a good relationship with them. You have? They have it in Egypt. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because like I've heard, I was like, what? I was like, you could actually drink, like buy it in a carton. I was like, that's cool. I know you can have goat milk. That's like a typical one. Like, you know, cow milk, goat milk. I can't think of any other ones though, other than like, you know, like almond, coconut. I've seen banana milk. I saw that one like the other day. I was like, that's neat, but it was very expensive. I was like, I'm not gonna buy that. I thought about buying it. I was like, I could buy banana milk, but I was like, oh no, that's like, I think it was like $10 for like a little one, and I was like, no, I'm okay. I was like, I'm not that curious. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not that curious to buy banana milk. So wait, I'm like looking at the colors. She's my parents. Oh wait, we are partner in crime. She gives me snacks. Side without my parents knowing. He hides secrets by parents. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I don't know about the hiding the secrets. Kind of as long as they're not like dangerous secrets, I'm okay with it. You know? As long as you're not doing anything dangerous, it's okay. Sorry. Because you're allowed to do some silly stuff. Banana ketchup. No, what's that? I've not tried banana ketchup. That sounds interesting though. I do like banana. Banana is like one of those flavors. I'm like, yeah, I like it. Oops. Like I like banana, but I've never tried that. That sounds interesting. Ooh, have you ever tried? Okay, I know it's like very like a Cuban thing, but spaghetti and bananas. Have you ever tried that? Spaghetti and bananas? It's actually really good. I like it. Oh, okay. Just little things. Banana ketchup is super popular. Really? Ah, I did not know this. Very cool. I still gotta ask my sister's husband where he's from. I don't talk to her all the time. She lives far from me. No, you haven't tried it? Yeah. Spaghetti and bananas is so good. It's actually really good. Even bananas with rice is actually pretty good. I'm not lying. It's just like we have bananas a lot in like in Cuba and stuff, like in our food. So I'm surprised you guys don't, because I know a lot of your food is similar. You know, in the Philippines, you guys have a lot of things that we have. You know, because I do remember my sister's husband, he was actually it was like, oh, I like this. It's like it's very, he said a lot of our Cuban food was very similar to food that he grew up with. And I was like, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. He was like, this is very similar. It reminds me of like when I was a kid. I was like, cool. Okay. I was like, that's nice to know. So I was like, you guys have some similar foods. Oh, I love banana and soup. Yeah. I like that one. Banana and soup. What about plantains? I know you guys have plantains, right? You guys have to have plantains. It's the sweet, but yeah. Yeah, no, I know. But I'm just saying, do you guys have plantains also? I think you guys do. I think you guys also eat plantains. And then, what color is this table? The table is just like a mess of colors. Now look at it. It's just like a mismatch of colors. What is this? No, oh, I messed it up. I think I'm gonna make the table whatever color this is. No, I don't like that. Actually, stop. No, what am I doing? Yeah, because I just wanted like a different color. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do that. Let's do that color, yeah. I don't know if I'll do like the rainbow color that they have there. They have like a bunch of colors on this piece. Oops. There we go. Nice and easy. And then we're gonna be doing the lighting. Well, the shadows actually first. Which is, it's funny because Mr. Ghost was talking about the shadows earlier. You know what I mean? Actually, I don't know. The table looks ugly now. I'm like, that table's ugly. I would not buy this table. Unfortunately, I've been raised in a more English environment. Oh, so I'm not discovering a lot of my culture until my later years. I do regret not learning the country. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh, no. See, for me, that's one of those things, right? Okay, so I grew up, I was born and raised in the United States, right? but my culture's Cuban, you know? That's one of those things when people ask me, they're like, oh no, you're American. I'm like, not really. Like, I am American, obviously. I went to school here, but like my Christmas was Cuban. I had a Cuban style Christmas. You know, I had Cuban style Thanksgiving, Cuban style everything, you know what I mean? So it's the same as like, I feel a lot of cultures, a lot of parents will teach their kids their culture. So it's not like, you know, like, oh, you're American. No, it's more like a mix. It is a mix. So I grew up with the mix, same as my daughter. You know, my daughter, she has a lot of Cuban mannerisms. She's a Cuban, you know, she's also Cuban. And she was born in California. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, like, I feel like it is a little different. So this is like very multicolored, this thing. Let's add some colors to this. It has like some pinks on it. I'll do like little pink polka dots all over it. It's like a very weird table, if I'm being honest. Like, now I look at the table, it is an odd table. Like the colors, I mean. There we go. But that's interesting. Can yellow's really good though. I recently tried it and it's good. I'm embarrassed to say I don't really tried it last year. Maíz con hielo? Wait, maíz con hielo. That sounds so familiar. Wait, what is this? Maíz con hielo. That sounds so familiar. I feel like I've tried this. You know what I mean? My Blanca is my top favorite. Man, these sound so familiar. I'm pretty sure I've tried these. I just don't remember them. You know what I mean? I feel like I've tried all of these, but I'm like, well, I'm not sure what it is. It's basically corn. Okay, then I have definitely, because maíz is corn in Spanish. And I was like, wait, that sounds really familiar. Then I've had it. Maíz, yeah. That's what I was like, in Spanish is maíz, it's just corn. No, oh wait, I know, I was gonna say, we're done. No, like done to start the shading, but we're not. I'm missing one last thing. The octopus on the chair. We need some octopus on the chair. Like, just like, I'm not gonna like make them like look nice. I'm just like imagining them looking like whatever. You know what I mean? We're just doing like little arrows. Little arrows. Actually, hold it. Make them a little more arrow-like. Make these a little more arrow. Well, we do get a colonized by Spanish. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Well, it's funny. I don't know if you've heard this, right? That a lot of Filipinos, I've spoken to many of them, they identify more with Latinos than with Asians. Did you know that? A lot of Filipinos they've told me that before. I'm like, no, we identify more with Latino culture than Asian culture. I'm like, oh, it's so interesting. And it makes sense though. It does. It actually makes sense when you think about it. Yeah, the chair also has the little squids. So like this. Wait. But I was like, thought that was very interesting that a lot of Filipinos like, no, we identify more with the Latin culture than the Asian one. It's like, that's cool. Cool. No, wrong. This. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of them, they said that, like, at least the ones that I've spoken to, you know, mainly my brother-in-law's family, you know, they're the ones that mainly told me, oh yeah, we identify more with the Latin culture than with like most Asian cultures. I was like, cool. Japan still hunts our days. Ooh, I have actually heard of that before. Oops. Actually, I feel like I'm not liking this squids. You know what I mean? I'm looking at them like, they're not looking nice. I was like, they look a little wonky. It's fine though. Actually, I'm like looking at it. Should I? I'm like semi-tempted not even put them, but it's fine. It is fine. It was a very sensitive topic, so I won't. Yeah. I get you. I know. A lot of like political stuff is like, like I'm not a big fan of talking about talking politics. You know, I know some people love it. I'm like, no, not for me. I know it is a sensitive topic. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. It's like, you know, it's one of those things. I know it can be very sensitive for different people, but I'd rather not. Wait, there we go. It's more of the women. Oh, okay. I get you. Well, but it does have to do with politics. You know what I mean? It's because of political systems that certain things happen. You know? Certain things happen because of politics. So I understand. Like this. There we go. Yeah, I'm just like doing a few. I like big ones on the chair. Just because I was kind of like, meh. And then the shading will be pretty fast. The shading, I usually fly through the shading. We're almost done with the flats. Like, it's funny, it's because like I am a little chatty lately. I don't know why I've been so chatty with this this piece. You have something similar to siestas? Nice, I love siestas. My daughter doesn't like them though. She doesn't like taking siesta. I love them. My daughter's like, no, I don't want to. I'm like, all right, fine. You don't have to. I'm not gonna force you. You know, I like it though. I feel so refreshed. You know, and it's funny because when I take a siesta, I also am awake longer throughout the day. You know, it's kind of funny because it recharges me. I don't take long sleeps when I do them. I don't get to always do them though. I like when I get to, but I don't always get to. Just because, like, you know, busy doing stuff or whatever. It's like, oh no, we have to do this. Ugh, okay. You know, I'm like, oh man, we gotta do this. It's like, I gotta do stuff today or something. Low too, I don't do siestas often anymore. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know a lot of people don't like it. Or like they don't have time to. That's the big one. They don't have time to because they don't get enough time or whatever to do other things. They're like, no, I don't want to. Because I want to do stuff. Okay, I think that's fine. I think we're good on this. So let's start the shadows. Oops, I did not mean to do that. So this is what I was talking about earlier. This is what I like to do. So let's look. I just want to look at this, and then I like to make sure if it's the right tone, you know, for me. No. Let's see. I think we're going to go with that one. I like that one. So we're going to do this, and I'm going to do an overlay. So go to overlay. You're mostly stuck on your screen. Like right now. Right now you're hanging out with me. So let's do this, right? Do some shadows. New session of, wait. A new season of Rick and Morty. Man, I haven't seen Rick and Morty in years. Yeah, I like it's like a dark purple. You know, I'll show you what it looks like normally. That's the color. Oh. See, it's like a grayish purple. That is so funny. Man, I can't believe they lasted so long. You know, it's one of those, like, I never imagined it would last so long when I first saw it. It's fun, you know, it's fun. But it is, I don't know, I fell off. I fell off a while ago, like a long time ago. I fell off. Not always. Not always. Sometimes I'll leave it on like this, and I'll do this, look. So I'll blend it. See? It really depends. It depends how I feel about it. Sometimes I will. Sometimes I will lower the opacity, and then I'll do like a second go over it. What happened? The animation got better. Ooh, I did not know this. Interesting. I did not know it did that. Do you remember Gorilla King? That's me. Wait. Hey, Lightning Boy, welcome in. I do remember Gorilla King. I do remember you. I feel like you haven't been in a long while. They're going universe time travel stuff now. I'm not surprised. They kind of did that already though, Mr. Ghost. Didn't they? Didn't they already do that stuff? Like, I'm not even like a little surprised. You know, I feel like they already did that. Like, I haven't watched in a long time though. But I do remember watching it. Not time stuff. Okay, I like time. Yeah, I get it. Universe time travel. That's so random. I mean, like, it's random, but it's normal for them. You know what I mean? Let's do the mouth. In the mouth. There we go. They haven't. They never did time stuff. Are you sure? I've touched Rick and Morty or Inside Job. Wait. Just seen clips, but... Oh, okay, I get you. No, but they've done some time stuff. I'm pretty sure they have. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing them go, like, in time. I think that's why they said that he does, like, that's why he doesn't like the time police. Right? Or am I, like, totally wrong? The time police. Oh, I just realized we never colored her earrings. I have to go back, color her earrings. It's fine. And we'll do this. Do like some shading over here. There we go. Everyone's like fly through this. Do obviously the shading on her body. We're gonna like blend it obviously too. And then we go over it again. I like blending it all up and then going over everything. Like refining it. You under arrest? Has Evil Morty in it? I don't even, oh, I remember they got the eye patch, right? I do remember Evil Morty. He had the eye patch. I remember thinking he was a fun character. Oh, I can't even see anything here. Right? I do remember him. He was the one with the eye patch. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, something like this. Nope, messed up. There you go. Do some on this side. A little bit of shading. There we go. We'll refine it, don't worry. You know what I mean? We'll refine it, we'll refine it. Let's see, doing like this. But this is what I was talking about, Mr. Ghost. Remember I was saying about the shading? I like using the overlay trick. Do like this, that. She has like very, it's weird because these are actually like popped out. The shade, like her eyes. You're under arrest for making even more insufficient than original timeline, right? That's funny. But yeah, like I don't know why the time stuff. Whenever I see like shows going to time travel, I'm kind of like, eh. Just like a lot of times, most shows. I'm not gonna say all of them. I've seen a few shows that are very good at time stuff. But a lot of times, you know it's true. A lot of times kind of like whatever. Like you don't like they're not very good at it. They're not very good at like doing time travel. I have seen a lot of shows that do it well, but I feel like more have done it badly. Vroom vroom, hey, Salty. I'm going to stream with my line. Yeah, you do you, Mr. Ghost. You have a wonderful day in your stream. Just have fun. I know like that you got stressed out that other stream, but it's all good. Okay, like this. She's looking fun, right? I feel like she's looking okay. And let's do, oh, we need the shadow on the inner thigh. I didn't do any of that. Sung and Woo, but more ruthless and has no substance. The stakes in the story are actually non-existent. That's actually funny. Wait, what show is this? Wait, I'm trying to like remember, what show is this? This sounds familiar. The name sounded familiar, but now I'm not sure. Oh, I'm just realizing I messed up over here. I'm like her shoes are missing the green. Oops. I don't know if you know Steven Universe. Yeah, I've seen Steven Universe, but it made a gemstone based off of my main OC. Her name is Halite. Oh, he's an average OP protagonist. What's up, Slap? Welcome in. Yeah, I remember. I watched all of it. I watched all Steven. I watched all Steven Universe. I do remember it. It was good. It was good. It was solid. It's a solid show. You know, I feel like it was a solid show, personally. We can go back to the purple I had. There we go. I just realized I had to do this girl. And now finish off this side. Do this one. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to finish it. Like I've been streaming a little bit longer today, but I think it's okay. It's fine. My family just be like, "What are you doing? You're supposed to be streaming less." I'm like, "No, I want to stream more." Now let's see. Do this. There we go. Right. What's their ability? Ooh, actually, yeah, what is their ability? Because I know they have like particular things. You know what I mean? Like each gem type has like different abilities and stuff. Are they like a physical one? Is like they like a warrior one? Are they more of like the ones that are able to manipulate different like environmental things? Are they ones that have like those like mental powers? Those are fun too. Yeah, I'm actually a little curious. What type are you going with? I remember Jasper was one of my favorites. I thought she was so cool. You know, I feel like Jasper was one of the better cooler ones. Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, and Steven. Yeah, I know. Is good. But no, I watched them. I remember watching them, and I thought it was very good. It was a good show. You did feel for Steven, the whole deal with his mom and stuff, and he's just like, he was very stressed out. He was one of those people who wanted to, what's it called? He constantly wanted to help people. Jasper? No, I don't think they did. No, they didn't. Jasper didn't. I don't believe they did. If I remember, they're like in the wilderness or whatever. They like Steven trained them or something. No, they trained with Steven. That's what happened. You know what I mean? Like they didn't die. It does seem like it, but they didn't. I remember they didn't. Because I do remember like, oh, they're cool. They're just like in the wilderness. Living in the wilderness. But I do remember that. She was one of the cooler ones. Or yeah, like, well, it's the same thing. I I wouldn't count that as dying though if you come back. You know what I mean? Or like what if she got like poofed or whatever they it's not much of like a death if you come back. I feel like in that world people die pretty easily. You know what I mean? I feel like it's not as big a deal if you come back. I think that's what happened. What was that show? There was a show that they killed off a character and they brought them back. And it was one of those things that everybody hated it. I'm trying to remember which show did that. That everyone's like, you guys ruined it because by bringing that character back, you took away the whole like impact. I'm trying to remember which show did that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like when you revive a character, it kind of like takes away a lot of like the weight of someone like passing. That was actually part of what happened with I don't know if you watched Naruto. When Jiraiya passed, they didn't want to bring him back with the zombie stuff. Because they're like, no, let's not bring him back because it's kind of like destroy that whole thing about the funeral and all that stuff. Oh yeah, did that once. But in the whole next level, yeah. But that's what I'm saying though, like when you do that, you know, when you bring somebody back, it kind of ruins it. So if you bring them back, it has to be like a very specific way. At least I feel. Little mini thoughts on creative writing, right? Just like thinking that right now. It's like my thoughts on creative writing. If you do eliminate a character, try not to bring them back because it ruins it. It does. Ruins the impact. And if you bring them back, maybe do it in a way that they're not the same person. I think that's okay too. If you bring somebody back but have it that they don't have any of the memories, or like maybe they're just different, that could be interesting. You know, that would actually be really interesting if you did that in like a story. You brought somebody back but they were not the same person because of like they don't have the same experiences that they had before. I would like that. I'd be okay with that. But having all the same memories and kind of stuff, like, you know, I'm like, whatever. For a second, I'm say, hey, but now, bye. Yeah, I know. It's all good, MS4E. I'm kind of like almost done with this, to be honest. I'm getting like, probably like maybe like 10 more minutes and we'll be done. You know what I mean? That's my guess, like 10 more and I'll be done. Because it doesn't usually take me that long at this point. Because I'm like a little rambly, but like we're still working. And you know what? The other thing that stops me too, that I was thinking about it, right? Is when I look at the Discord. I love looking at the Discord. That is wonderful. But I do feel like when I was thinking about it, last week, you guys were sending me so many things on the Discord, which I love it. I appreciate it. But that's what it was. I was like, why is this one taking so long? It's the Discord. When you guys send me stuff on the Discord, it slows me down a little bit. Let's see. Basically, guy, I ripped his heart out because he was a rampage. Girl B used her powers to save him. But she died instead, but she get revived again because... Okay. That's actually really funny. I know, I get what you mean though. It's like, no, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Right? People die, people come back. Nothing matters in this world. Let's see. I feel like maybe like a little shadow here. She would have like some shadow. I'm gonna add some shadow there just because. I feel like she would have like some. And then let's actually start blending a little bit. Right? There we go. Look at little blends. Blend. Just blend all over the place. And then we'll go over some other spots. We'll like refine some other spots. So it's not just all blend everywhere. So they both lived? Like, brother, picked up side die or live? No, no, right? That's so annoying. That is so annoying when they do that. It is. And it's like, I think that's one of those reasons I'm not a huge fan of time travel stuff. Just because they do that kind of stuff a lot. Like, oh, that person died, but they're back. Ah, thank you so much, Phantom. That was very kind of you. Thank you. We should be finishing it up very soon. And then tomorrow will be a dev day. I'll be like working on my game, and you guys get to talk to me about my game. Or ask me questions or whatever. We're almost done. I know. And then we still got to do highlights. But the highlights are even faster than the shadows, if I'm being honest. You know, the shadows usually take a little bit longer than the highlights. The highlights are like nothing. You know, like being honest, it goes fast. It goes fast. The part that takes the longest, usually not during this drawing, because this drawing took a while, just because I did realize it would be, so I kept stopping. I kept stopping for the Discord and stuff, but it was due. The part that really took forever, I feel, was the line art. Usually the line art doesn't take that long, but this one took a while. I think it's because I did a lot of background stuff. You know what I mean? And I usually don't touch the background as much. I'm looking at, I feel like this is okay. Oh, blend it. And then blend that. There we go. Now, oh wait, you know what? I want to add it here. To the hat. Little bit. Just a little bit. It's barely nothing, right? It didn't like really change much. Oh no, I just realized we're missing something. I just realized this. I'm so sorry. This needs the swirls. The candy swirls or whatever. There we go. Done. And now let's add the shadows to that. Is that even shadow? Barely. You can barely see the shadow on that. Yeah, I barely did anything. Whatever, it's not a big deal. Anyways, let us do the opposite. Now I'm gonna like an orangey yellow. Right? Orangey yellow. This is like the light now. You know? We'll also do white later. You'll see. I'll do like a little bit of white too, just on like some spots. Here we go. Nope. Did not like that. There we go. And let's go into the arms a little bit. We'll do a little bit on this chair. A little bit there, a little bit there. I'll blend it. You're gonna see I'm gonna blend all of this stuff. Do some right there, do right there. Also the material, whatever, it's gonna like have like little shines. Right? Do like that, right there. I'm like doing like, these are like the highlights. We're gonna blend it. That's why I'm not like making them like super refined yet. You know? Well, kind of like, we'll see. Let's do, and then like obviously more on her. Her nose a little bit. Let's do like some on the earrings. Let's do right there. Do that. It is almost done. We're getting there. And then like a little bit on this stick. Probably the table too, right? I'll blend it on the table like just a little bit. Let's see. Like that. And then let's actually start blending everything. Okay. Nope. Too big. Oh, I blended like way too big. Okay, let's do a little bit there on the nose. that. No, I know the lighting. We're almost done with the lighting too. We're almost there. And then like there's like a thing I like doing, which I'll do in a moment. You'll see. Right? Like I have like a thing that I like doing personally. You don't have to do this if you're ever drawing something. I just think it's fun, right? You'll see. I like doing this fun thing with colors just because like when I did color theory in college, I saw this. I thought it was so beautiful. It's like this, it's rim light, but with colors. So you do rim light with colors, and I was like, oh, I love this. So I like doing it in my drawings. I like adding it in my drawings. That's probably why I like doing shadows and like colors and stuff like that. Because I'm looking at like it looks okay. It could look better, but also I'm not like stressing about this too much. Let's blend that. The just a little bit. And now let's do the last one. Here it is. Let's do like a purple. Yeah, let's do the purple. So this is like a fun thing I'll do on like some things. Wait. I feel like yeah, it's okay. I'm like looking at it. Don't really need, no, hold up. Thinner. Right? Wait. No. I'll do like these little lights. You know what I mean? No. Why is it so thick? Hold up. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. I know there was something off. I was like, what is wrong with this? It's the thickness. I was like, why is it not the thickness I wanted? You know what I mean? I was like, why is it not the thickness that I want? Because it was the Wacom was not working. Let's do a little bit of that. Add a little bit over here. I do feel like I didn't like give it enough shadow when I look at this girl, like these girls. I probably could have given them a little more shadow. But like, see, like this, it gives like a different look to it, giving these little colors, like these like hidden colors inside of them. And let's do a little bit in there on the boots, like this, do some around here. And it's just like, like I said, it just changes it, like a look to it. It gives like a unique look to it, adding these colors, I feel. Thank you. I'm glad you're liking it. And then on this side, we could probably do a different color because they do have different colors. So might as well, I was thinking. Add a little bit of that blue would be nice too. We could do blue. I could do that. Do like a cyan blue. Add like a little cyan blue into there. So you do like this stuff, right? And it gives it like this lighting. This little like this hidden light that's kind of like a different look to it. That's another color I do like, the cyan blue. And we do like in here. It's kind of like imagine there's like this light that's like in like the reflective lighting that's like somewhere else. You know, it does, like, it adds to it, I feel. Let's do that. Do a little bit on the boot. There you go. Just a little bit. It's not like a lot. It's just like a little bit, and it gives it like a different color. And actually, I'm looking at something now. Yeah, kind of. That's kind of how it is. It's like these neon lights that's like hidden, right? And it adds to it. It gives like a fun look to it. And then let's add just white, like regular white too. on some things. Like things that are very shiny. That's just like how I imagine it. Things that are very shiny would have white on them. Like these guys would for sure would be shiny. You know, these guys are shiny, so we do have to add a little bit. And then like over here. Hey, why is it did the whack home thing again? Come on. I don't know if this ever happened to you guys. It's very annoying when it happens. So it'll randomly like lose its thickness. There we go. Do like this, do like that. Add this. Let's do a little bit of that. You know? Just like adding a little bit of like thickness to it. And let's do some over here. There we go. And then like this little bit right here. So I just want to add some. What happened? My pressure sensitivity is non-existent. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes I'll just mess up. I'm like, no, what are you doing? Add these. Just giving her a little shine. Add that to her ear. These are like metal, so they actually don't need much blending. It's funny because like the clothes would be very shiny. We'll blend that. I'll blend that in a moment. I just want to add some over here. Add that there. Oh, you know what? To a little bit to here. There we go. And start actually blending it all. I like it. Right? I feel like this is looking a lot better now. Now that like I've added a little bit more of the highlights. Feels like very much like the end of this. We're pretty much done. Just a little bit more. Just add like little bits of like shine. There we go. I think the hat is shiny, right? I'm like putting shine on the hat. I'm actually not even sure if it's a shiny hat. I think it is. I think it's supposed to be. Right? There we go. And I think, no, I want her eyes. And I know I did realize the eyes have an X in them. So let's do that before I wrap it up. What color is the X? It's like a orange? Because I realized this later. I remember doing it. Like I was like, well, I'll save that for later. But now that I look at it, I was like, you know what? The eyes do need that X. Like I'm not actually officially done. And the last but not least, oops, the eyes. There we go. We are officially done. Oh, I guess we could do blue. You're right, for the tears. Let's do the blue. Blue tears. Let's do blue tears. And let's give it a, where is it? I think it's this one. No, this is the shadow. This is the highlight. Let's do that. Do a little lights. There we go. Ta-da! And I think we're good. I probably could go a little farther if I really wanted to, but I'm actually almost at the 2 hour mark. I'm at 1 hour and 46 minutes. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Here, let's do the full screen. Fit to screen, perfect. I guess I'll fit this on the screen too. Let's fit that one to the screen. There we go. Nice and good. Little blue tears. Right, just making jokes. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Like, hold up, wait, I'm gonna do this. Remove the old drawing. But yes, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much, Starry. Thank you so much. Let me go through. Thank you so much, Phantom, OG, Mr. Ghost, MS4E, Salty Pretzel, Slap Battles. I know there was a bunch of people. Light Boy, or Lightning Boy. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was Lightning. Who else? There was a few people in the beginning who were here. I want to go back. Who's this? Elliot. Thank you so much, Elliot. Squeaky Grenade. And I kind of wish there was like a thing that would just like show me everyone who's here. You know what I mean? Just so I could go through. Oh, Flopix. I feel like there was somebody else. Who am I missing? Is that it? MS4E. No, I think that is it. I think that's everybody. No, and there was somebody else. Oh, it was Brit on Twitch. That's what it was. I was like, I know there was somebody else. But thank you so much. Hope you all have a wonderful day. See you next time. Goodbye.